What's up guys, and welcome to Tan Tennis channel, and today I'll do a review on the new 2023 Yonex Vcore 95, and I'm so excited for this playtest because I've never played with the 95 racket before. First, let's see the cosmetics. Well, Yonex never failed to disappoint me on the design. I didn't like the previous models and still don't like this updated one. Looking at the head size, the head is not as small as I thought. I think it looks more like a 97 or 98. Okay, let's see if I compare with my E-Zone 98. Yeah, it's a bit smaller, especially on this side. But compared with the Pro Staff 97, well, I think it's pretty much the same size. Okay, compared with the older version, this one is the 2018 version. I think Yonex did some modification on the head shape. I can see that over here it is slimmer and over here it is larger. Alright, today I will not just play test this new racket, but I will also compare it side by side with this 2018 version and the SV version here, which is the older model. And I will pick the favorite out of the three. Unfortunately, I don't have the 2021 version, otherwise it's gonna be a pretty complete playtest. Please note that all three rackets are strung with same string, the Slingo Confidential 17 at 48 pounds. And before we get to the court, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks! Okay, let's start with the oldest version and move forward to the new ones. The Vcore SV 95 has great spin potential. The frame is under power and I can feel the racket flex like a spring, somewhat similar to the Yonex DR98, which make my ground strokes inconsistent. Sweet spot is small and you cannot be late to the ball, otherwise it's gonna go into the net. The volley feels great, pretty stable. I can block the ball pretty good and the ball always lands into the court. And moving on to the 2018 Vcore 95, this one feels more solid. And I like the feeling on this one a bit better than the Vcore SV. I think it has less power and spin though. Launch angles lower, but I can find my rhythm and have more consistency on my ground strokes. I would say this frame is more stable than the Vcore SV. Backhand slices feels great as well. Okay, and then moving on to the newest one, the 2023 version. I gotta say this one is definitely an improvement from the older versions. It has better feel, it's more solid and plush, and it's the most comfortable and consistent among the three. I feel more connected to the ball and it has more power than the 2018 version. Spin is okay, but not as good as the SV version. Sweet spot is larger than the older frames, and if you hit outside of the sweet spot, you can still control it, even though power drops, unlike the older versions that can send balls anywhere when you doesn't hit the center of the racket. So yeah, I think it is more forgiving. Still, the racket is way under power compared to other rackets in the market, and you have to do all the work and put 100% into the shots, hitting through the ball. Even I did that, I still cannot generate the pace that I usually play with. I think the Vcore 95 in general is suitable for players who have full swing and good extension. I don't think compact swing will work with this type of racket. And today is probably the most exhausted hitting session that I ever did because I have to work extra on every shot. The good thing is, regardless of how much power and effort you put in, the ball always lands in the court. Overhitting is not a case here. My unforced errors mostly come from two things. The first one is hitting late and most of the time it goes into the net. And the second one is that I'm tired and I cannot generate enough racket head speed so that the ball doesn't get enough topspin and it kind of float either out or it opens the opportunity for my opponent to attack. On the volley, honestly I cannot tell the differences that much between the three rackets, but overall I would say it's stable and reliable enough for high level tennis. No trampoline, it has good control and maneuverable. I think it is way better than the Bubblehead Pure Arrow 98, which is also an unforgiving racket, but this one, it did way better on the volleys. On the serve, ball placements and positioning is very good, but I cannot get the pops on the first serve that much, so I would say the ball speed on the first serve is not matching my preferences. But I have no complaints on the second serve though. The return is super good. I think I made like 90% successful returns today when playing real match. The racket is very reliable, and I think I play better than I did on the practice, probably because I'm a bit lazy on the practice, but when playing points I put 100% and the racket rewards my work. Although I cannot fight my opponent on the power aspect, I try to utilize the advantages of the Vcore 95 on the control to place the ball left and right, short and long to make my opponent work more, and that creates an opening space. But need to be more patient though, as my approach shot sometimes is not as good and is not as powerful to be a winner. In summary, 2023 Yonex Vcore 95 is an improvement from the older versions, and I like the new one the most among the three rackets that I playtest today. Overall, the racket is a super control-oriented racket. It is under power, it has good spin potential, but need a racket head speed. Not a very forgiving frame, so who's this racket for? I would say high-level advanced player or pros who can generate a lot of power on every shot all day long. Recreational players could play with this racket, but I don't think it will give you any good performance. There's a lot of options in 98 and 100 square inches head size for you to choose. Thank you for watching and see you on the next video. Bye!